So here we have Lab 9 for ENME 351. So here's the whole physical setup. So essentially, I built this hovercraft out of literal trash, duct tape, electrical tape. There's a trash bag. Oh, and there goes the battery pack. So here's the main motor mount that's going to move the hovercraft forward. It's controlled by this switch right here. This is from a the hair dryer. Same with this switch, which we'll get to later. And I've marked red for on, black for off. So just to prove that it works, and not chop my fingers off. Here we have the breadboard. Here's the H bridge we set up in Lab 7. This is going to control the servo motor over here, which I attached earlier to the motor mount, but it broke off. So here we are, just for the sake of the video. It's mounted rigidly, but we'll come back to the servo. So here's the one of the first Arduino we have. Also, forgot to mention, the hovercraft itself is powered by this fan that I also swiped out of a hair dryer. And again, just for proof of concept, it hovers. So the way I have these two Arduinos set up right here is on this breadboard. I'm just measuring the value on a potentiometer, and it should wirelessly, with this little radio module and this little radio module, move this servo motor. So if we go ahead and take a look at the processing code that I have, it should make more sense. So here it's going to read whatever the current potentiometer value is, and then it's going to break it up from 0 to 360, and depending on what range it's in, it's going to rotate the servo either clockwise or counterclockwise slow, counterclockwise fast, clockwise slow, etc. It's way too much to say at once. So let's go ahead and mess with the value and see if it changes. So if I'm between 10 and 80, rotates counterclockwise slow, and then same thing but faster. Let's go the other way and speed it up. And then any of these little black areas stops the motion completely. So if I go all the way to 360, it stopped. So as far as the Arduino code itself is concerned, we have two sets of it, one for the receiver, one for the transmitter. So going to the receiver, all the way, or I'm sorry, the transmitter, all the way up here. So the first thing we do is we have to import the radio library for these little radio modules that I have. More about these and all the reference material I used for them in the description. So the way it works is we start the radio up with these lines of code and assign an address to it. And then here we're reading in the potentiometer value and sending it to the other radio module with this code down here. And then if we take a look at the receiver, it should pick up the value at the same time because it also imports the radio library. And then down here from Lab 7, once we have the angle, we can control the motor with the H bridge.